-4 this morning. That previous record was -2 set back in 1991. Dubuque also broke a record low this morning at -7. So again, uncommon to get this cold this early, but not surprising because of the snow-packed ground. All it takes is that one air mass to settle in. And again, with the snow-packed ground, it kind of really feeds into each other. And that's why we have seen this luckily short stint of these cold temperatures. Right now, though, temperatures have been in the single digits, 6 degrees. And luckily, though, we don't have much wind. It's actually very calm outside. So we're not going to feel as cold tonight, but still going to see those feels-like temperatures at least drop below 0 likely by the time we get to tomorrow morning. In fact, I think a couple of areas are dropping below 0 right now, especially north of I-80 in the northern half of Iowa, where we have seen those feels-like temperatures in the negatives. Luckily, though, by tomorrow, we're expected to see some pretty nice rebounding conditions when it comes to those temperatures, too. So live radar showing that we have this area of high pressure, which is moving off to the east. And when we see a high pressure system get off to the east, it shifts the wind direction to push us into the southerly flow, which means we're on the warmer side of this area of high pressure. So we'll stay dry and quiet through tomorrow, but that's going to bring in those rebounding temperatures. So again, when we're talking about wind chills, it's still going to be cold tonight. But what's going to happen is we're actually probably going to be at our coldest. Instead of it being at sunrise tomorrow, it's likely going to be just around midnight tonight. With the southerly winds, we're actually going to slowly increase temperatures overnight tonight. So that's the good news. By tomorrow morning, though, I'm still expecting that a lot of us are going to have to bundle up and warm up the cars a little bit because those feels-like temperatures are still going to be just slightly below 0, if not still in the single digits. Future track is showing, though, we are going to see a mix of sun and clouds for tomorrow. Highs are going to push into the low to mid 30s, which will definitely be feeling a lot better than it was today. And then on Saturday, we're still expected to stay fairly dry, but temperatures will stay consistent in the low 30s ahead of a system that's going to bring in some snow chances for the weekend. And we do have a weather impact alert for us for this weekend for this chance of some snow. Again, it's expected to arrive pretty late Saturday, more so trending towards 10, 11 o'clock Saturday evening. Most of it's going to fall during the overnight hours when we're asleep. And by the time we do get to the sunrise hours of Sunday, we should start to see the snow come to an end. So we'll have that weather impact alert in place for late Saturday night into Sunday morning for accumulating snow. A lot of us could see maybe about 2 to 3 inches of snow with some slick spots on the roads for Sunday morning. We'll have to watch this very closely. Right now, trends still try to push the heavier amounts on the Iowa side. We're kind of on that boundary here. So I think our best bet for widespread totals is going to be anywhere between 1 to 3 inches. And it's still going to be pretty chilly out there, so it'll be a very light, fluffy snow. But we will talk about maybe another system that actually could bring in a little more warmth with it for next week, coming up in 30 seconds.
'Tis the season of giving at Lou Fusz Kia Moline. Give the gift of savings with K4s, $229 a month, Sorrentos, $359, Tellurides, $389, or buy with 0.9 for 60 months during Kia's Season of New Tradition sales event. Don't miss K4s, $229, Sorrentos, $359, Tellurides, $389 or 0.9 for 60 at Lou Fusz Kia Moline, home of the 200,000-mile warranty. Lou Fusz, we are family.
All right, here's a look the next 8 days. Again, we'll see that snow chance for the weekend. Luckily, though, it's not going to bring in that big blast of cold after it. We should see temperatures actually rebound really nicely. In fact, to get to near normal by the time we get to the middle of next week, which actually could bring in a wintry mix as we bring in some rain chances with it. However, looking at the 14-day tracker, we're still expected to stay fairly chilly and very winter-like, as those highs are still going to be in the 20s and 30s for much of the middle of December. John?